So recently, I've come to the conclusion that Disney is in no fact in need of money, but they're actually doing pretty well for themselves. And they're actually going to literally destroy and take over the entire world next year in 2019. How? How did Disney become what they're going to become? Well, first, we have to go back 30 years and take a look at the financial data that occurred over those past 30 years. Now, as you can see, they seem to be going up. With my calculations, next year it seems that they're going to go from up to physically, vertically 90-degree angle up. Now, I'm no money guru, so that might not be very accurate. But what I can tell you is that they're making a lot of money just right now to begin with. But that's nothing to be compared to what they're going to do next year. So, how on earth did Disney become this powerhouse? Where did they come from? How did they get here? Well, that's why you're here, aren't you? Let me tell you about that. Go back to the Disney Renaissance. So, first we have to return back to 1984 when a man named Michael Eisner took over the entire company. Now, what he did was he returned Disney to its classic roots, making awesome animated films through the 80s and 90s that were a critical and financial success. You got films like The Little Mermaid, The Lion King, Aladdin, and Beauty and the Beast, which got an Oscar nomination for Best Picture, which was awesome. No animated film ever done that before in the history of animated films, even though they didn't even win it, which is still sad. So, Disney was killing everyone. They were the kings of the game in the 2D animation industry. They were unstoppable. They were making cash moolah like no one's ever seen before. But then, 2D turned into 3D. So, Disney went from making no money to a lot of money in a really fat minute. This was great for Disney. They're like, oh, money! But then, a new boy showed up on the front. His name was Pixar, and he wanted to take 3D animation to the next level and show everyone that 3D animation is the new king in town. But Disney was like, you know what? I like you, Pixar. You're mine for $7 billion in 2006. And then they were like, you know what, Marvel, those films look pretty fun. I like the whole, that thing you're setting up. Come to us right now for like $4 billion. Come here. What's that? Hello? Lucasfilm, you don't want to make movies anymore? Oh, we'll take that from you, Lucasfilm, $4 billion. What's Lucasfilm? Well, have you ever heard of, I don't know, Star Wars? That's Lucasfilm. This is insane. Disney's buying everyone. What are we gonna do? They're taking everyone in, and they're making hot 3D animated films like Tangled and Frozen. They're making so much money, no one even knows what's going on anymore. They're popping off. What are we gonna do? But their conquest had just begun. This is insane. They're just buying everyone. But just wait, it gets worse. Last year in 2017, they bought Fox for 71 billion freaking big boy dollars. That's a lot of money. This all mean for 2019? I mean, they bought everybody now, but their movies are still boring. So they started this idea of taking a nice 2D animated film and turning it into a 3D live action film. This began with the release of Alice in Wonderland in 2010, which blew up the box office. Boom. Destroyed. Then they were like, that was pretty hot. Let's do this thing. So they made Maleficent in 2014, and they made Cinderella in 2015, and then they made The Jungle Book in 2016, a sequel to Alice in Wonderland in 2016, and they made Beauty and the Beast in 2017, and then they made Christopher Robin in 2018. So, how much money has all those movies made? Well, in total, all of those movies combined had made a whopping $5 billion freaking dollars. And that's a lot of cash maloney. So Disney knows that these movies are pretty much just printing money. So what did they do, you ask? Well, they take all of that and they make 4 more live-action remakes in 2019. 4. But these are just any movies. These are big boy, humongous, big printing money movies. The movies that they're making in 2019 are as follows: The Lady and the Tramp, Dumbo, Aladdin, and The Lion King. Even though that has no human beings in it, and it would technically be all CGI, making it an animated film. Anyway, basically, all these movies are going to pump out so much money, making probably $1 billion on their own respectively, so which means $4 billion plus $5 billion from the other movies equals $9 billion. That's a lot of remake cash. But let's not forget about all the other properties and movies that Disney is going to make next year, which is also probably going to make them more rich. For Marvel, we get Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, and Spider-Man Far From Home. And then from Pixar, we get Toy Story 4. From Disney, we get Frozen 2. And then we also get, from Lucasfilm, Star Wars Episode 9. So basically, Disney is hitting home runs with every single one of their studios next year. But what does that really mean? Those are all just movies, right? I mean, it's not like they're going to make some amazing, awesome, cool streaming site that makes all of their streaming sites irrelevant, right? very wrong. In fact, Disney is going to be releasing the ultimate trump card next year. It's called Disney Plus. Well, if you think there's not a fancy little streaming website that's coming along, you're wrong. Let me introduce to you Disney Plus. But what is Disney Plus, you might ask? Well, let's take a look at some other stream websites. So Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime have all been chilling, eating a nice little piece of pie. My little dough, you know what I mean? But Disney's like, we want a piece of that pie. But we actually want the entire pie. So here's what's gonna happen. So basically, Disney has been building this little thing. I like to call it the Disney Plus. I like to use it as a Death Star, might you ask? And it is, they're creating it in a little corner. No one really knows about it. And they recently announced this whole thing, right? This whole little product they're building. Basically, this is a Death Star. What's gonna happen is Disney Plus is going to release it, or Disney Plus is going to release next year, and it is going to literally have a bloodbath where it kills Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, in one fell swoop, like no problemo. Roll the clip.
Commence primary ignition.
Disturbance in the force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. I fear something terrible has happened.
That's all of them combined, dude. Death Star is totally one easy cash. No little Lukey is gonna come in and be all like, pew 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 pew. No, it's gonna be a bloodbath, and there's gonna be no survivors except for Disney Plus, which is also Disney, which means Disney will still remain supreme next year, and there's nothing you can do about it. But maybe there's something they can do about it. We'll get to that in a little bit. But how on earth is this Disney Plus going to do that? Isn't it Disney Plus has a bunch of little princess movies? Well, no, it's not. In fact, Disney Plus is literally every single thing Disney owns plus extra. So that means an entire library of everything that Disney owns on one entire platform. That means every single thing on Disney Channel, Disney XD, all those animated films like Kim Possible, all that stuff. You get all the Disney movies, all of them with the Disney logo, all the Pixar movies, all the Marvel movies, all the Star Wars movies, and you also get, because they bought Fox, when by the time this releases, the Fox deal will be done. So that means you'll get all the Fox stuff, which means literally all those Fox movies and all the Fox channels like FX, FX movies, all of this stuff on one simple, easy to use streaming website, and it costs less than Netflix, which is stupid. They're basically saying this is cheaper and it's better, buy it. No questions asked. You're also getting exclusive movie level TV shows that include like Star Wars characters, and there's Marvel characters and all these new things that are coming out next year that are going to be literally so cool. I can't wait. So in conclusion, Disney is in no fact in need of money, and they're taking over the world next year, and there's nothing we can do to stop them. With the combination of all their movies and Disney Plus, there's nothing we can do except for pray the almighty Mickey himself for forgiveness. That's why I collected all these dollar bills right here, to offer them up to Lord Mickey himself, to ask for him to not destroy our favorite companies. Let's get over here so I can get in the frame here. First, we have to make the ultimate sacrifice here. We have to mention the ultimate man himself. Dear Lord Mickey, please take this sacrifice of 3 beautiful daughters for the safety and the non-release of Disney Plus to protect our favorite streaming websites. Okay, so Mickey just showed up and he said he's not gonna do anything except make sure he destroys YouTube as well somehow, which means I lose all my stuff too. So basically, we just made Mickey more mad by offering him $3. So that's not good. So all that stuff out of the way, thank you for watching this really weird video. I've never made a video like this before, and I really tried to make it kind of creative and just kind of a fun thing to watch. So if you like this type of video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. If you don't like it, I don't really care. But as you can see here, I have a bunch more projects on the way that I'm working on, so stay tuned for that as well. I'm going to be posting about 2 videos a week, one related to fitness and one related to some random topic I don't even know. So that's what's going on with my life right now. I got exams this week, so I gotta get to studying. But stay tuned for new content coming soon, later this week. And yeah, this is Legend Joke Desk. Have a nice day.